Hey everyone, it's Tina. Oh, look here. And welcome to the Qweendom. Here's a little friend. Say hi.
Hi.
Say welcome to the Qweendom.
Yeah.
Say hey guys.
Hi.
Now say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Go ahead and go get on your toy. Okay, so this is a long-awaited video that I have been telling you guys for a very long time that I was going to do. And I actually, surprisingly, have a free moment pretty quickly. While Brenda's in there sleeping, and of course Bailey is asleep. Today is October the 1st, so happy fall, happy October to everyone. Alright, so I'm going to jump right into it. So, this is 2018, of course. In 2007, I made the choice to go to a local licensed practical nursing program. So if you're from the DMV area, which is DC, Maryland, Virginia, you're fully aware that like about 10 or 11 years ago, the LPN career was really booming, and it still is pretty booming, pretty lucrative. Make a nice amount of money if it fits into your lifestyle and if you have a passion for helping people. So of course I only had 2 kids at the time, so you know, I said to myself and my family, I really want to do this nursing thing. When as a young person I wanted to go against everything that had to do with helping people, because as a younger person, myself, my mother, my siblings, and I, all of us lived in the same house with my grandmother. So as she got older, you know, she was diabetic and just had a lot of health problems. So we helped to like give her medication. We gave her insulin shots and all this kind of stuff. So as a young person, I had an issue with that. Even though I helped my grandmother, didn't have any choice, but it was just like, dang, you know. Of course, she is no longer with us. She passed away last year on my birthday, surprisingly. So I have learned to appreciate that time that I had with her, and it actually helped me to be completely comfortable in the idea of me becoming a nurse. As a young person, I wanted to be a veterinarian, so that's really different. I mean, I'm still taking care, but I thought that I would be a person who took care of animals instead of humans. Surprisingly, in college, prior to my college, stop Bailey. Prior to this college experience, stop Bailey, stop. Prior to this college experience, I actually worked in a veterinary clinic, and I absolutely hated it. I have allergies, and I was allergic to a lot of the animals, and some of them actually nipped and bit me, and I shampooed them and all this other kind of stuff. But back to the story. Okay, so in 2007, I made a choice to go to a local licensed practical nursing program. The program was about $85,000. Oh my gosh. It was about $85,000, $85,000, hope not, $8,500, so $8,500 for maybe about a 12 to 15 month course. So I wish I was logging back then, because if you guys saw all the stuff that I had to endure at that time in my life, being the mother of then, let's see, 2008, 4- and 5-year-old, having a job, yeah, being off and on with my oldest kid's dad, and not having a vehicle. I don't even think I had a license at the time. I might have had a license. I think I did have a license, but I didn't have a vehicle. So I was taking commuter train back and forth. Oh my gosh, like, wow. Just thinking about it now, I've endured a lot, you know, in my quest for success, you know, in my attainment or idea of an attainment of success. So started the program, did fairly well in my courses some kind of way. I was able to pay for my classes with the help of my family. My mom kept the kids sometimes overnight to like send them off to I think the kids were in like daycare or Bailey daycare and pre-K or pre-kindergarten. A lot of family support, and I'm grateful for that. I still have it. But did fairly well in all my courses. I took anatomy and physiology, took pharmacology, fundamentals of nursing, maternity, which is my favorite. I'm gonna have to do a vlog about that because that's the area that I want to go into once I get my registered nurse degree. So let's see what else. Pharmacology, pediatrics, geriatrics, like everything that has to do with nursing school, I've actually already done all that stuff. It's so crazy because I'm in nursing school again, right? Yeah, so that's why I'm telling y'all this story. No Bailey. So did fairly well. Yeah, did fairly well, and it came time for me to graduate. And in most nursing schools you have to take an entrance exam in order to basically like gauge where you are academically in terms of the nursing profession or your educational background in nursing. And along the different courses, you have like exit exams for each class. So let's say pediatrics will have a big exit exam, and yeah, you will have to score fairly well on it. You will have to score fairly well on the exit exam in order to advance to the next course. So I did fairly well. Mostly like A's and B's, a very few C's here and there. And we did clinicals in Washington DC and all of this kind of stuff. I did clinicals at like a surgical center. I sat in on what did I sit in on? I sat in on a keloid being removed from like a guy's head, and it wasn't a like breast implant procedure, but some kind of, I think the lady had, oh my gosh, what did she have? I think the lady had a lump in her breast. So I sat through like a couple of surgical procedures for one of the clinical portions that I had to do while I was in the nursing program. Of course, went to a nursing home, gave the patients meds, Qweendom, G2, I mean like everything that has to do with nursing, I've already gone through it. So fast forward to the closing of my program. Did the big exit exam in order to sit for the national licensing for LPN. We were able to take the course, the exit exam 3 times. First time at that time passing was, let's say, oh my gosh, I think it might have been 800. Yeah, passing might have been 800. I think I scored 700. Absolutely positively devastated, wanted to give up, throw in the towel. All of my hard work, I wanted it to be down the drain. Prayed, studied, my family pushed me, you got to do this, you got to finish, you got it in you, and you're closer to the finish line than you think, all kinds of supportive and inspirational stuff. Let me date this. So I told you guys I started in May of 2007. So in July of 2008, I was finishing my program. So just like I said, July 2008 is when I took the first exit exam. Prayed and cried when I was 100 points off, but started to get back in the swings of studying. And in August of 2008, because just like I said, the program is about a year to 15 months. August of 2008 is when my brother was murdered. I mentioned this in a vlog before. Ugh. I probably shouldn't have filmed this video now. Okay. My brother's birth month is this month, so yeah, my brother was brutally murdered in the city that we are from. I think like the middle of August of 2008, and he was next to me. So it's me, my brother who passed away, my sister who you guys have seen in the vlog, and then my brother who was in the vlog when we were eating crabs at, I don't know, my cousin's house, Labor Day, Memorial Day, or something like that. So it's 4 of us. Yeah, so he was murdered by some people he called friends, who I really questioned how much of a friend they ever really were to them. It's so crazy. I don't know if I'll be able to sit through a story time concerning that, but yeah, my brother was murdered in August of 2008, and I absolutely positively thought that I was gonna die. You see my nieces. And you see my nieces in one of my vlogs. And those are my brother's girl. He also has a son. One of his girlfriend was pregnant at the time with the son. So he has 3 kids. His death took me to a very unhappy and uncomfortable, confusing emotionally and spiritually, and I mean everything in me. A lot of stuff in me died when my brother was murdered. Took a long time, long time for me to start finding joy in life again. Although I had children, you know. So that happened in August of 2008. I prayed and cried, and I'm sure I was depressed for a very long time after that. So I most definitely was not thinking about studying or going back to school, but something my brother, and the Holy Spirit continued to prompt me to keep pushing. When I was going through school, my brother, he always pushed me, you know, he always pushed me to do better. He was my sibling, so we were always in the state of I hate you but I love you. But he always pushed me to do better and be better and to be successful. So there came a time where I was like, you know, I had to put in my mind that I had to do it for him. So I think October of the same year, October again, right? Yeah, his birth month. October or November of that same year, I decided to take the exit exam again at my school. Pushed through, prayed through, studied as much as I possibly could, did a bunch of questions, all this kind of stuff. And this time, what did I say passing was? Did I say passing was 8? I think they had changed like the parameters of passing. I can't remember whether they increased it or decreased it, but whatever it was, at this point, I failed by 30 points. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. There's no word for how I felt about it, honestly. And I'll give you a little background on me. I'm the oldest, so you know, the oldest children, let's be honest with each other. Oldest children have control issues. We're used to responsibility. We're used to most times being successful in some of the things that we do in life, whether it be personal or professional or academic. I've always done well in school. As a young person, I had a lot of self-esteem issues, so my focus would be education, because I knew I could excel in those areas, even if my outward appearance wasn't comfortable for me for whatever the reason may be. So elementary school did really well, always honor roll, all kinds of awards and certificates and all kinds of good stuff. Middle school, exact same thing. High school, did fairly well in high school, but I did fail 2 classes. So once I got to that nursing program, the fact that I had taken the test twice on top of all the things that I had been struggling with, and to not have been successful, I was just like, Lord, this ain't for me. I don't even know why you put me in this situation. I'm done. It's over. Finito. Wrap it up. Like, just gonna let it go. And girl, get up here. And to a certain degree, that's exactly what I did. To be honest with you guys, I don't even think that I went back for like 2 more years to try to take this test. At this point, it was like I had to basically absolutely positively convince the director of nursing at my school. He was a bit of a jerk, let's be honest. I'm not going to tell you the name of the school that I went to, because I don't think it exists now, but the name has been changed to something different, and the location is in Virginia. But if you Google the name of the school that I went to, they don't have such great reviews, because they feel like the school was centered around like getting money and not offering financial aid, which is a surprise. They definitely were accredited by the state of Maryland, so that wasn't an issue. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting experience. So just like I said, I had to basically convince him to let me take it again, because his thing was like, well, you know, you can only take it one more time. If you're not successful this last time, you're going to have to redo all the courses again. And I was like, sir, you're tripping. You don't even know what I went through to even be in this program. And then I have to come up with $8,500 over the course of this 15 months and not have any kind of financial aid. You know, basically taking donations from my family and me paying the way in a little bit of the way that I could, and then basically having to take out a freaking student loan that I'm still paying back in 2018. Like, it was a lot. So he did let me take it. Oh my gosh. And at this point, I think, oh my gosh, it was probably maybe like 15 points that I failed by, which was absolutely positively devastating. And the big test that is taking in nursing schools for any nursing students or pre-nursing, potential nursing students, the HESI. I think in my school we did the HESI as well as ATI. So I had like books on ATI, had questions. I can't remember if Quizlet was out then. I don't think it was. I wasn't using Quizlet or anything like that, and definitely not YouTube. But you know, like, I was putting in work, I was putting in time, I was studying, still didn't pass it. So at that point, I definitely gave up. I put it out my brain. I said I'm going to put my focus and my attention into my children and loving them and, you know, rearing them up and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you guys know, of course. Okay, so yeah, got to get me an extra memory card. What I was saying was, as you guys know, I'm in a nursing program again. Totally different school. I'm at a university at this point to get my bachelor's of science in nursing instead of the LPN license that I would have previously gotten. The LPN license is just, like I said, like a 12 to 18 month program. You get a certification. You're still you're still licensed by whatever state you'd like to practice in. And it's more like a 1 year or sort of kind of like a 2 year degree that you would potentially get from a community college. But this time I am going for the gold. I am getting my bachelor's degree, 4-year college, well, 4-year university that I'm in now. And I'm doing well. I would assume that I would be doing well. I would hope and pray that I'm doing well, because I've been through an entire nursing program already before. Of course, it was 10 years ago. But yeah, that's what it is. I just want to encourage any nursing student, potential nursing student, or even anyone who is thinking about changing careers, getting into a different career, starting a career, starting a whatever it might be that, you know, your heart and mind is on the cusp of and you're unsure of. Pray about it, push. Who do I say? Pray about it, push, and persevere. Because just for me to even have a smile on my face, to be pushing the way that I am, to be persevering the way that I am, and to have gone through a whole nursing school already, and then to be doing it 10 years later, like, it's unheard of. In some cases, of course, you know, a lot of us have that push in there, but we allow fear to overtake us. And for a long time I did, you know. I was just like, that's for the birds, like, that's not for me. Then, you know, I would look and be like, some of the people that I went to the previous nursing school with, the LPN program, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, a lot of them cheated like their way through the entire course. Like, oh my gosh, just cheated. They had gotten questions from previous, like, cheating all the way through. And now, you know, they're practicing. They've been LPNs. Some of them are RNs at this point, and others of them have gone through, gone to other career paths. But, you know, I'll be like, comparing myself to a certain degree, which I'm better about that. You know, I used to be like, what, God, why they, you know, why are they excelling in that area? And I was busting my butt. Like, I mean, I have memories of me getting up at 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning to go and catch the commuter train to DC, just to have to walk or catch another bus to get to my school, be at my school from 8 to 2, leave my school, catch the what was it? Oh gosh, the Mark train, or what is it called? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. So crazy. Catch the Mark train, or the commuter train. I can't remember what it's called right now. If I remember, I'll try to pop the word in here somewhere. Just to get to my job, because I usually would be working at 3 or 3:30. My manager at the time was really accommodating, thank God. So like, get to work until 11:30, get off of work, go and pick my kids up, or spend the night at my mom's house, start all over again. Like, sometimes I don't sit back and think how I got through those things, because I know how I got through those things. The grace of God, pushing perseverance, and having a very supportive and loving family. That's how I got through it. But wow. Wow. Guess we're gonna have to end it here. I like doing the story times. But it's time for me to get on my first, second, third, my first, second, third, fourth, and fifth job. You know, being a mama, taking care of Bill, taking care of Brent, cooking, pumping, washing. Come on now, come on. She's trying to snap. Come on. So as usual, guys, thank you so very much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And welcome to the Qweendom. Look at this little one. She's growing up so much, right, guys? Look at this thing. Whose face do you have? Give me the kiss. Give me the kiss. Give him mommy the kisses. Get him a kiss. Get him mommy the hug. Get him mommy the hug. I love you. Alright, guys. See you in the next one. Come on, Bailey. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
And, oh, before I go, I'm going to try to do a series to try to help any pre-nursing or nursing students get through their nursing program, or like some of their nursing courses in school, because I've taken anatomy and physiology, oh gosh, anatomy and physiology 1 and 2. I've taken, stop Bailey, pathophysiology, which was like real stressful. Of course, I'm in pharmacology now, so I'm going to try to remember to try to do a series on how to help nursing students get through the nursing courses. What study material I've used, the study material that has helped me. Yeah, all that good stuff. So, see you guys in the next